Greetings. As many of you know, the current status of Soulshatters is broken down into a state of disrepair, as its reputation has been degraded into the abyss. In doing so, a group of developers have come together to make what can be called the revival of Soulshatters, in the form of Undertale Trespass Reborn. And with the ever-increasing imbalance of players steadily rising in UTPR's favor, it's only fair we compare the two to see if UTPR is truly here to take Soulshatters' mantle, or if it is only a active side grade to its now dead predecessor. To start us off, no, I won't be talking about the actual gameplay, since both games are incredibly similar to almost the exact same. Instead, I will be talking about things that stem from the way the gameplay mechanics were handled in each game, starting off with satisfaction. Satisfaction is most derivative from using moves during a fight, with three key aspects affecting this: the audio, the animations and visuals, and the aftermath. All three of these aspects are key to having a satisfying end result when using a move. Pretty good, right? All three aspects come together to perform major dopamine levels. Of course, we are here to compare the two games. In doing so, can you tell me what's different between these two clips? If you could not tell, the UTPR one was much less exciting than the Soulshatters one. It did less damage and did not nearly have as much audio usage as Soulshatters. And although the animations are the same, Soulshatters puts a little more emphasis on the end lag of the move, making it feel like you hit them with a much harder hit. This trend is the same with most moves ported over to UTPR from Soulshatters, meaning that overall, UTPR is much less satisfying than Soulshatters. Now, although UTPR is overall less of a thrill to enjoy, it is much more consistent than Soulshatters. In fact, Soulshatters can be summarized like this.
If you're winning, it's great. If you're losing, ugh. Let me see if I can illustrate this. Can you guess which heavy wins this fight? How about this one? And this one? Think it over.
It's me! I win! I always win!
Soulshatters is an incredibly enjoyable game, if you are winning. Because of how Soulshatters works, if you take even a single stunning hit, you're practically dead. UTPR, however, does not have this issue, and this transitions nicely into our next topic. The topic of balance in Soulshatters related games have always been a massive discussion, with Soulshatters having an endless amount of one combos and bullshit mechanics. It's not hard to understand that in order for UTPR to be the successor to Soulshatters, it had to be balanced well, cause we do not need a repeat of this. Soulshatters for over a year now has been full of these unfair advantages and combos that have slowly begun to whittle away at both the player base and the community it once had. Thankfully, one of the major points of UTPR is its much more balanced gameplay, especially with the measures they have added to the game, such as the new damage scaling system. That makes it so with the more damage you deal, the less damage you will begin to deal, up to 15% the damage you would have dealt. The clip shown shows how much of an impact this will make, and will help almost eradicate one combos as a feature in UTPR as now. If you want to make full use of your moves, it's sometimes better to outright cancel a combo to reset your damage scaling. In terms of additional content apart from the main focus of the game, Soulshatters really only has a simple menu to choose your character from, and even then, the menu alone is now filled with small little glitches from the amount of time the game has been allowed to rust. Compare this to the fully animated menu screen of UTPR, showing you who helped make the game at the bottom, and even a in-menu update log. They even added in menu settings, allowing you to customize your UI as well as the ability to see hitboxes and stun like in a UT. As well as all of this quality of life improvements, the UTPR dev team has even added more flavor to the game, through leaderboards for kills, weekly kills, streaks and donations, myself being at the top of two of those once, but having my streak unfairly taken away from me. The game even comes with skins that you can unlock through certain requirements. Some are purely just cosmetic changes, while a few change some of your character's animations as shown here. Now, on to the segment about issues and bugs. UTPR in terms of bugs is honestly pretty clean, apart from maybe a few harmless bugs that mainly change where your weapon model is. The game has been pretty thoroughly fixed. But, in terms of Soulshatters, well, Both of these games, Soulshatters and UTPR, are based around the same concept and mechanics, but were executed differently, thanks to UTPR learning of the failure that Soulshatters is now. As at this point in time, with the amount of updates and changes coming to UTPR, and the speed at which they come, it is very safe to say that UTPR will overcome its parent game, because it has. Soulshatters has fallen behind in player count and in the amount of people who care about the game. The only way Soulshatters would be able to come back now would require a miracle which it will not get. UTPR is the best successor to Soulshatters we could have asked for. It's new, it's fresh, it gets updated, and it brings more to this type of game than Soulshatters ever did. At this point in time, I would recommend playing UTPR over Soulshatters, as now, Soulshatters is no longer worth the time playing anymore, as UTPR in almost every aspect is now better than its predecessor. Thank you all for watching this terrible video, and I hope to see you all soon. Goodbye for now.